have opted for central banking, kindly join the class immediately. Okay. So RBI is a central bank. RBI uses monetary policy to create the financial stability. Okay, monetary policy to create the financial stability. Every 2 months we have this monetary policy. So it is used. This monetary policy is used to cover the financial stability. Okay. See, which are the elements of financial system? Kindly note. See, firstly, what is financial system? What do you mean by financial system? Financial system means the one who is having extra money. The one who is having extra money. This money is transferred to the ones who are not having the money, scarce. See, the one who is having the extra money, surplus, will transfer the funds to ones who is having less, scarce, small. Okay? So this gap is filled by us, intermediary. We act as intermediaries. Mainly RBI acts as intermediary. Okay? Under RBI, we have various institutions, banks, NBFCs, everyone. So the whole logic is the one who is having extra money will transfer the money to those who are having less and earn interest. This person also earns interest. Okay. So who's having extra money? Now you look at it. Both the elements are same. See, here you see ultimate borrowers, household, corporate, government, and foreign sector. All these. And here also you'll see the same names. See this ultimate lenders, household, corporate, government, and foreign sector. See, same parties who lend are the same parties who buy also. Both of them. Okay. And what do? We as the intermediaries, we means including RBI. Under RBI, we are the intermediaries, we are the banks. Then we have NBFCs, private institutions. All these are financial intermediaries. Okay. So what happens? The surplus fund transfers the cash money. See, the one who is having surplus will transfer the cash. See, understand this. This person will transfer money because he is having extra money. And a scarce person will transfer what? What will this person transfer? This person will transfer debt, loan. This person will transfer debt, loan. Okay? Got it? So this is how the whole financial system works. Somebody is transferring money, somebody is transferring the loan. Okay? So this is how the financial system works overall. Got it? Lenders. Let's look at the lenders. Lenders means those who are having extra money, additional money. Financial, non-financial intermediary economic units undertake lending and borrowing. They may also be called as ultimate lenders and borrowers. To differentiate them from financial intermediaries, we do both. Means what? See, lenders and borrowers. Okay? So lender is having extra money. Borrower is having less money. Okay? Lenders try and earn maximum on their surplus money. So what will lender do? Lender will try to get maximum interest and borrower will try to pay minimum interest. Isn't it? Simple logic. Lender will try to give maximum interest, get maximum interest, and borrower will try to give lower interest, right? Now financial intermediaries who intermediate the lending and borrowing process. They interpose themselves between the ultimate lenders and borrowers and endeavor to maximize profit from differential between the pay of liabilities and earn on assets. So basically, what does a bank do? Bank does the same thing, right? Bank does the same thing. It earns as a spread between NII, between the loans and the deposits, right? What is NII? NII means the difference in the loans, in the interest of the loans and the interest of the deposit, right? In case of the bank, this is called as bank margin, or we call it spread, right? We call it bank margin or spread. See, various names are there. Somebody calls it NII, somebody calls it spread, somebody calls it margin. So, and obviously, the endeavor to pay least on deposits and earn most on loans. This is the basic job of bank, isn't it? Any bank will try to do what? Give lowest interest on the deposits and get the maximum amount on the loans, isn't it? Getting this? Everyone has downloaded the PDF. Type yes in the comment section. Type yes in the comment section if you have downloaded it. Everyone, have you downloaded the PDFs which I have given? Without fail, you should download. Okay. Now we come to financial instruments. Which are the financial instruments? Financial means what? Anything is financial instrument. Your FD is a financial instrument. Your saving account is a financial instrument. Okay? Which is created to satisfy the financial requirement of the various participants. Right? Financial requirement. So what do you mean by this? Financial requirement. The lender will require a receipt and borrower will require the money, isn't it? Which are created to satisfy the financial requirement of the various participants. These instruments may be marketable or non-marketable. Now, what do you mean by this? Marketable means what? We create bonds. All the banks create the bonds, isn't it? Bonds, or we call it debentures. Private banks create debentures. Government banks create bonds. These bonds are marketable. Marketable means what? Negotiable. These are negotiable. These can be negotiated. Okay? Correct? So marketable or treasury, this example treasury bills. T bills are basically negotiable. Or dated securities, government dated bonds. These are also negotiable. Okay? Or non-marketable. Now non-marketable means what? FD, fixed deposit. That is non-marketable, isn't it? Priya, have you downloaded the PDF which I have given? All of you, those who have joined, kindly have you downloaded the PDFs which I have given? All of you. Yes, have you downloaded the PDFs which I have given? All of you. Kindly download it and read it completely. Full, you should read it. At least twice, 2 times in next 6 days. You will definitely get more than 70 marks. Definitely. And follow the classes because I'll be taking very important sessions over here. Okay? So next. Creation of money. See, creation of money means what? CRR. CRR is used for creating the money. Kindly note, CRR is the main instrument for creation of money. You'll say, how? How is CRR creating the money? See this. Very simple example I'll tell you. Suppose if, let's say, I deposit 100 rupees with bank A. Okay, I deposit 100 rupees with bank A. And imagine CRR is 10%. Means hypothetical. We are saying CRR is 10%. So how the money is created into the system? Look at it. This 100 rupees, when I deposit with bank A, what does bank A do? Bank A will take out 10 rupees from this and keep it as separate to RBI. Keep it separate for RBI. Okay. Remaining 90 rupees, this bank A will give a loan. Right? I have deposited 100 rupees. Out of this, let's say CRR is 10%. So this bank A will deposit 10 rupees for a CRR account, and remaining 90 rupees it will give it as a loan. Now what will bank B do? Bank B will take this as a deposit, 90 rupees. From here it will again take out 10%, that is 9 rupees, and then give the remaining 81 rupees as a loan. Now what will happen? This loan will become a deposit for other bank. So again this bank will have 81 rupees deposit. Okay? So what is happening in this case? Kindly note. The money is going on reducing, isn't it? The money is going on reducing. Getting this, everyone? So this money is going on reducing, but this money is getting created. Very importantly. Yeah. Download it now. Kindly read it without fail. 2 times I'll tell you. Read 2 times, you'll definitely get 70 plus. Both the PDFs. And it is possible. Reading it 2 times in next 6 days. These 2 PDFs is definitely possible. Okay? Let me see if I'm having something more for you guys. Hold on. Definitions. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, this is one important definitions. Take this one also. Take this one, third one. This is important definitions. Now this, if you can read, kindly read it. Okay. I'm keeping it optional. This is optional. If you can read, then only read it. Okay. Definitions and important tables are there. Or else I would suggest why not to read once. Once at least read this. Don't read it fully. But the first two which I gave, read it 2 times. This PDF, read it at least once. Okay? Because this is very important. Got it? These two are very important, and this third one is okay typing. Sometimes you get the questions on this also, but read at least once. That's it. Don't read anything else. That much is enough. All these 3 things are enough for you. Okay? So creation of money. This is how the money is created. Means now what will happen? Look at it. The money will go on reducing till it becomes zero. Isn't it? This money will go on reducing till it becomes zero. 81, then again 10%, again 10%. So this much money is created in the system. This much money is created in the system. Okay? Got it, everyone? Now next. Just 1 second. Yeah. Okay. So next now. Financial markets. Now, when you have financial instruments, any instrument can be sold or purchased only in the market. So there should be a market available. So fifth element of financial system is financial market. Okay. Up till now, we have studied four elements: lender, then intermediaries, financial instruments, and fourth one is creation of money, and last one is financial markets. One more is there, price discovery. Okay, so financial markets. What are these financial markets? Now, these can be any. The institutions, arrangements, conventions that exist for issue and trading of financial instruments means NSC, BSC, your commodities market, all these, everything is financial market. Okay. Then price discovery. Price discovery means what? The supply and demand. Price discovery means supply and demand. That will always adjust the price. Okay. The price of the shares and price of the debt are discovered. Discovered means what? Depending on demand and supply. Okay. See, this is how the price is discovered. Okay. This is known as ISLM curve. ISLM. ISLM means what? Investment, savings, and liquidity preference money supply. It's a big name. Investment, savings, and liquidity preference money supply. ISLM. This is the name. Investment, savings, and liquidity preference money supply. This is known as ISLM curve. IS curve is always sloping upwards as we go to the right. LM curve is always sloping downwards. Okay. So IS and LM. IS is for investment, for the investors. As the see this investors, as the rate of interest will go on increasing, investors will try to deposit more money, isn't it? And as the rate of interest goes on increasing, the loan takers, LM, they will try to reduce the loans, isn't it? Everyone, everywhere it's like this. If the rate of interest goes up, the investor will try to increase the deposit, correct? And if the rate of interest goes up, the borrower will try to reduce the loan, isn't it? Nobody wants to pay higher interest. Monetary authority. Main function of central bank is monetary authority. What do you mean by this? Formulates, implements, and monitors the monetary policy. Okay? Formulates, implements, and monitors the monetary policy. What is the objective? Maintaining price stability. Very important objective. Price stability, maintaining the inflation. How is inflation controlled? Look at it. This is the relation to inflation. See, whenever any repo rate, see now repo rate is decreased by RBI, isn't it? RBI has reduced the repo rate. So whenever repo rate is reduced, there are chances that the inflation increases. Whenever repo rate is reduced, there are chances that inflation increases depending on GDP. See, repo reduced, inflation goes up, GDP will also go up. And bond prices will also go up. So inflation up is bad for the economy, GDP up is good for the economy, bond prices up is good for the investors, right? Got it? So this is the relationship between repo and inflation and GDP. These three at least you remember. And fourth one is bond price. Repo down, inflation up, GDP up, bond prices up. Okay? So maintaining the inflation or price stability while keeping in mind the growth, objective of growth. See, monetary policy consists of what? These are the five elements of monetary policy. MPC, Monetary Policy Committee. MPF, Monetary Policy Framework. MPP, Monetary Policy Process. Flexible Inflation Targeting Framework, FITF. And Monetary Policy Instruments, MPI. Instrument just now we saw CRR, SLR, on CRR mainly. Okay. Main questions you get are on these two, MPC and MPF. And instruments is okay. FITF, flexible inflation. That no, this is not that much. These two questions you get mainly. Okay. So we'll be studying this. Okay. Regulator and supervisor of the financial system. RBI acts as the regulator and supervisor of the financial system. Okay. What do you mean by this? See, supervisor means what? It will force the banks to maintain the CRAR. The CRAR in the banking system is a must, compulsory. If you don't maintain the CRAR, then your bank is in a problem. It briefly describes the broad parameters of banking operations. What are the objectives? Maintains public confidence in the system, protect depositors' interest, provides cost-effective banking services to the public. Okay? So maintains public confidence. Confidence means people should have confidence in the system. Otherwise, it will happen like Pakistan. All of them are withdrawing the money. Nobody is keeping the money. Okay? Nobody is keeping the money in the bank. Manager of foreign exchange, very important role. RBI's main function is manager of foreign exchange. See, foreign exchange is directly related to inflation. Means under the FEMA Act 1999, RBI is empowered to manage the foreign exchange to facilitate external trade and payment and promote orderly development and maintenance of foreign exchange market in India. So facilitate external trade and payment. Now look at this external trade and payment means what? See, recently our government purchased oil from Russia in rupees. We have started dealing in rupees. Okay. So because of this, what has happened? This is the main role of RBI. Because of this, what happens? Our dollar is not wasted. And number two, rupee demand is increasing. So maintenance of foreign exchange. Rupee is traded in foreign countries also now. Okay. So if any country wants to be stable, it needs to have 9 months import money. 9 months. See, in our country, our forex reserves are how much? You can tell me what are our present forex reserves? What are our present forex reserves? Everyone who can tell me any idea? Yes, what are our forex reserves? Roughly, the reserves are around 700 billion. What does IMF say? IMF says if any country has foreign reserves to support its import for 9 months, then the country is very safe. 9 months. Our total foreign import is around $50,000, roughly $50,000 oil imports. Mainly we are in oil. So 50,000 if you consider, so 9 5 is 45. 450. We are having 700. So our country is very stable in that sense. Okay. So management of foreign exchange is an important task of RBI. See this authority of RBI in foreign exchange markets, controlling domestic money supply to influence foreign exchange market, controlling domestic money supply. How will it control domestic money supply? Through CRR and SLR. What do you mean by this? How does CRR control? See, CRR, if the bank reduces or RBI reduces CRR, what happens? If the CRR is reduced, then it means bank will have more money to give as a loans, because it will have to give less money with RBI. So in this case, what happens? More money flows into the market. Okay. So controlling the domestic money supply through CRR and SLR. SLR is a later one, but CRR is main. To actively intervene in forex market as requirement for managing float. Manage float. What is float? Float means extra buffer which we should have. We all, that's what I said. See, 700 billion is our forex reserve. We require around, per month, we require around 50 billion. So 750. So difference, huge difference, right? Got it? To review the main policy relating to the management of reserves. Main policy, which is this policy? This policy is credit and monetary policy. Okay? So this policy will help RBI to focus, right? On to focus on to focus, right? On the money supply. Okay, it will help RBI to focus on the money supply. To compile and make half-yearly reports on management of foreign exchange. This is very important, isn't it? Half-yearly reports, so because even the government should know what is happening in RBI, isn't it? Issuer of currency. How does it play a role of issuer of currency? Issues, exchanges, and destroys currency note as and when, as well as puts into circulation coins minted by Government of India. See this. Issues, exchanges, and destroys currency note. Isn't it note bandi? RBI was the main party, right? To note bandi. Got it? Right? So, note bandi. So, RBI has the right to give new notes, remove the older ones, exchange the older ones, and coins minted by Government of India. See this, coins are always handled by government. The role of coins is not given to RBI. RBI only focuses on notes. RBI never focuses on coins. Who issues currency notes? See this, and coins in India. So issued by government, coins and 1 rupee note. See, 1 rupee note is also issued by government. Kindly note. 1 rupee note, you check the sign. It is not of RBI governor. It is of government secretary. Okay. Remaining all notes are issued by RBI. All other notes are issued by RBI. Only coins and 1 rupee note. These two are in the hands of government. Got it? Developmental role performs a wide range of promotional functions to support national objective. Regulates regulator and supervisor of payment and settlement system. Payment and settlement means NPCI. NPCI is controlled by RBI. Payment and settlement means what? All the NEFT, RTGS, ultimately who controls it? It is controlled by RBI. Who all have joined new? Anyone who has joined new, type yes in the comment section or type hi. Anyone who has joined new, type hi in the comment section. Everyone who has joined new, Priya, I know it, others. Anyone who has joined new? Acha, Tilottama. Okay, so you have taken central banking as an elective. Central banking elective you all have taken. All of you. Okay. See this. All of you kindly note. I have given you three PDFs. Tilottama and others. Those who have joined new. Kindly note. Priya has already downloaded it. Others who have joined new. Okay. Kindly download all the three PDFs. Three PDFs I have given. Three. Kindly download all the three PDFs and start reading it. Okay. Start reading it without fail as much as possible. Complete it. Okay. You will definitely get 70 plus. 70 plus. I'm telling you. Surely. Because this is my experience. Since this central banking elective I've been taking since 2015. Okay, it was there earlier also, central banking. So I'm having all the details. I'm having the previous year papers also of yours. I prepared it accordingly. Okay. So developmental role performs a wide range of promotional functions to support national objectives. Payment and settlement system means basically of NEFT, RTGS, UPI. Introduce and save, upgrade safe and efficient modes of payment system. Right, more and more we need to upgrade this. Right. Banker to the government, the role of RBI. Banker to government. Banker to government means whenever government requires any money, it will issue the bonds. But who will issue? Government will issue means what? Government will not issue. RBI will issue on behalf of government. RBI will issue the bonds on behalf of government. See, it performs the merchant banking function of central and state government, right? Also acts as their banker. So RBI acts as a banker to these. Look at this, banker to the government, public debt. Reserve Bank manages the public debt and issues new loans on behalf of central and state government. Okay? New loans are issued on behalf of central and state government. Loans means what? Loans are issued means what? They issue new bonds. Okay? The administration of the public debt also devolves on the RBI. So public debt. This may involve issue and retirement of loans. So this is okay. This much is enough. Don't read remaining part. Banker to the banks means maintaining the bank accounts of all the scheduled banks. See, all the scheduled banks have account with RBI. So bankers bank, the central bank acts as a bankers bank in different capacities. Custodian of the CRR, cash reserves. Then lender and bank of central clearance settlement. So all the net settlement happens at RBI. You call it UPI, you call it RTGS, NEFT, everything is finally settled at RBI. Okay. Now, before going to the next one, let me show you what the PDFs are. Okay. See this. The PDFs. One is, first one which I gave you was notes. Central banking notes. Look at this. See this. All the chapters topics have been taken. All of them. Theory and practice of central banking. The topics are taken. Okay. Look at it. All the important parts are taken over here. Got it? Then second one, look at this. Functions of central bank. Second chapter. All of them have been taken. Then third chapter. Third, look at this. Contemporary issues of central bank. All the important points are covered from these chapters. All the chapters. You check this up to the end. Go up to the end. See this. This is the end. So 18.9. 18th chapter is your last chapter. Okay. So this is also covered. All the important parts are covered in this. Okay. The second PDF is of your question bank. That is also very important. So this question bank. The question bank is given with answers. Kindly note. The question bank is given with answers. Kindly note. Okay. So see which bank is, and these are taken from all the chapters, complete chapters. Okay. This is common. This is not like first chapter, second chapter. This is common. Which bank is known as the old lady of thread needle speed? This question is compulsorily there in the exam. Almost every exam it is there. So Bank of England. See, all the answers have been given. Red mark. I have red marked the answer. Okay. So it becomes easy for you. See, now it's not the time, and you are not in the mood also that I will give the explanation. Then you will keep on reading. Don't do all these things. Only read the question, know the answer. That's it. Enough. No need of doing anything else. Okay. So the following chapter, see, this is chapter wise. Chapter 2, it's given. Then chapter 3, let me see if it's given chapter 3 because I had taken it from various chapters, I had taken it at that time. This time, latest numericals and numerical points have been added. Yeah. Somewhere it is chapter wise, but read the complete question bank. Okay, don't miss the complete question bank over here. Yeah, correct. It's not chapter wise everywhere. Okay. But all of them, kindly note, I have given the answers. And now you don't need anything else. Goal independence in terms of any central bank refers to directly go to the answer. Directly focus on the answer. Okay. All of them I have taken it down. Conflict arises between central bank and the government if voters elect central government to create more jobs, but central bank can keep interest rates high to stifle the investment and consequently job creation. Go on reading this as many times as possible. Go on reading it. Your paper will be from this only. Your paper will be from this only without fail. Now the third one. The third one which I'll be giving you is, which I've given, in fact, just hold on. Third one is the important definitions which I have taken down. All the important definitions. These questions are also asked nowadays. See this master PDF. This is the master PDF. Means definitions. All the important parts are given. This you read it at least once before going to the exam. Read it at least once. All the important definitions are given. New points are covered. Cryptocurrency means what? Finance commission. This is also asked nowadays. Okay, finance commission. Then all the important points are covered. See, these definitions are covered. Okay, very important points are covered. Do not miss this at all. Okay, those who have joined it just now for you. Okay, got it, everyone? Now, next, let's continue with the next part. Take this next one. Now we'll cover one second. Instruments of monetary policy. Instruments means various definitions you will see now. Means, and this is very important from exam point of view also. See, these are various, there are various direct and indirect instruments used for implementing the monetary policy. Which are the instruments? Repo rate, reverse repo rate, MSF, marginal standing facility, under LAF, liquidity adjustment facility, bank rate, CRR, open market operations, MSS, market stabilization scheme. We'll be studying all these now. These are the various instruments used in monetary policy. So let's study. Repo rate, the fixed interest rate at which RBI lends or provides overnight money to the bank against the collateral of government and other approved securities. So in repo rate, what does RBI do? RBI gives money to the banks and takes the securities. See, it is like this. This is repo. RBI will give money to the bank and the bank will give government securities. This is repo. Okay, see this. This is repo. RBI will give money to the bank and bank will give government securities. Okay. Then reverse repo. Reverse repo is exactly opposite. RBI will give government securities to the bank and bank will give money. Okay. So repo rates are of three types: over call money, notice, and term. In fact, they are of 3 months also nowadays. More than 3 months are also allowed. Okay. So we have generally three types of money: call money, notice money, and term money. Call money is overnight. So repo was initially designed for overnight money. Earlier, when repo was designed, it was actually designed for overnight money. But now repo has been increased. Now repo we have it for 3 months also, 6 months also. 1 year repos are also they are trying. Okay. What is call money, notice money, and term money? Call money means that money which is given lended overnight. Overnight lending is call money. Okay. Overnight lending is call money. Got it? Then notice money means which is lended for 2 to 14 days. 2 to 14 is notice money, and term money is 15 to 1 year. 15 days to 1 year. Then you have LAF, liquidity adjustment facility. This also comes in exam. These definitions are definitely there. LAF consists of overnight as well as term repo, reverse repo, auctions. Okay. Term repo. Pay attention. See, here repo, what did we say earlier? Repo was designed overnight, but now it has been enhanced to term repo. Means now we have 3 month repo also. So this LAF consists of overnight as well as term repos, both of them, and reverse repo auctions. Progressively, RBI has increased the proportion of liquidity injected under variable repo rate auctions and across range of tenors. Range of tenors means now they have increased the issuance of repos for various tenors, longer also. The aim of term repo is to help develop the interbank term money market. Why do we have term repo? Term repo is because it can be traded in the market and banks can lend on the basis of this term repo, which in turn can set market-based benchmarks. So remaining thing is okay, forget this. Important part is this LAF is consists of overnight as well as term repo auctions. Okay. So MSF, marginal standing facility, a facility under which scheduled commercial banks can borrow additional amount of the overnight money from RBI against their excess SLR securities. So excess SLR securities, if I am maintaining excess SLR securities, so I can borrow from RBI whenever I require it. Okay. So scheduled commercial banks can borrow additional amount overnight money from Reserve Bank against their excess SLR securities. Okay. Also, by dipping into SLR securities up to specified limit at a penal rate of interest. So penal rate is what? See, you can enter up to 3%. Under normal situations, You can enter up to 2%, but in extreme situation, you can enter up to 3% by paying some penal interest. Policy corridor. This is very important part. Policy corridor means what? A repo rate is always at the center. Kindly note, see this. RBI's repo rate is always at the center. Okay. Now what happens because of this? Under RBI, above this repo rate, we have MSF. Above ceiling is known as MSF. Below ceiling is known as reverse repo, or we call it SDF. SDF. Okay. This question comes in exam. Kindly note, MSF and SDF are 0.25% difference from repo. They have a difference of 0.25%. So if my repo today is 5.25, then my MSF will be 5.5 and my SDF will be 5%. The difference is always 0.25%. Okay? The difference is always 0.25%. Kindly note this. Okay? Weighted average call rate. What do you mean by this? See, RBI will always try to keep the repo rate at WACR. RBI always tries to keep the repo rate at WACR, and this WACR is a compulsory question in your exam. Weighted average call rate is the volume weighted average rate of the overnight transactions undertaken in the call money market. So call money market means, see, what is WACR? It means the latest rate will have more weight and the farthest rate will have less rate. Yesterday's rate, call money market rate, will have more rate than 10 days before. Okay, see this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 30. So weights will always go on this whenever you come close to this date, the weight will be more. Okay. By conducting market operations as per liquidity management framework designed by it, RBI endeavors to ensure that the operating target WSCR is aligned to the policy rates on the daily basis. Aligned to the policy rates. So your repo rate should always be near to the WSCR, weighted average call rate. Remember this by heart. Sure question in your exam. Compulsory question in your exam. Okay, weighted average call rate. Bank rate. Now bank rate has been almost merged with MSF, marginal standing facility. But what is the bank rate? It is a standard rate at which RBI is ready to buy or rediscount the bill of exchange of other commercial banks. So RBI is ready to buy or rediscount the bill of exchanges of other commercial banks. Means other commercial means what? Any bank, SBI, HDFC, all the banks. These banks will give, see, under this bank rate, whenever this bank requires money, money can be received from RBI either through repo by giving the government securities, or second is through bank rate, or nowadays we call it MSF, marginal standing facility. Mainly bank rate only. Under bank rate, what happens? Suppose if I am not having that many repo rates or repos with me, so I can't give it to RBI. So what will I do then in that case? In that case, I will give a promissory note to RBI that you give me money, I will pay you after, let's say, 15 days. So this promissory note is discounted by RBI, and RBI gives me money whenever I require it in urgency. Okay. The rate has been aligned to MSF rate. See, nowadays what has happened? Bank rate is aligned to MSF. Okay, this rate is aligned. Means nowadays RBI discounts the bill on MSF rate only. CRR. Now you know this CRR daily. Okay. CRR is always maintained on NDTL. Kindly note NDTL. Okay. Suppose if I give 1000 rupees, just now I gave you this example, right? CRR is to be maintained, let's say 10% is CRR. So I'll have to maintain rupees 100 daily, 100 daily I'll have to maintain. If I maintain someday less, how much less can I maintain? I can maintain 90% of this 100 rupees. I can maintain 90% of this 100 rupees to the least. I cannot go below 90%. Okay, see, 15 days, I have to maintain 100 rupees into 15 days. So 150 rupees, 1500 rupees total. If I lose someday some lesser amount up to 90, next day I'll have to make it over. Or someday that I should make it 110. So the average becomes 100. Okay. So 100 days daily, 90%. Okay. So 90% on the average daily balance. Always 90% on the average daily balance should be maintained. Okay. The maintenance of CRR over a fortnight is on an average daily basis with a stipulated minimum daily maintenance. Minimum daily maintenance is 90%. You should always maintain at least 90% of the minimum CRR on a daily basis. Okay, you can't have less than that. OMO, what is open market operations? These include purchase means what? Repo and reverse repo. Okay, these include repurchase and operations overnight and outright purchase and sale of government securities. Under OMO, RBI does both purchase also and sale also, repo also, reverse repo also. Okay, both of them are included in OMO. Repo also, reverse repo also. Okay, MSS Market Stabilization Scheme. This instrument of monetary policy was introduced in 2004. What is MSS? See, don't confuse yourself with MSF and MSS. Okay? MSF is for upper level. MSS is stabilization. Surplus liquidity of more enduring nature arising from large capital inflows is absorbed through sale of short-dated government instruments and T-bills. So RBI will sell the bonds to the banks and take money from them. Okay, RBI will sell the bonds. See, MSS, stabilization. RBI has to stabilize the financial system. Stabilize. Otherwise, what will happen if there is more liquidity? The uh, inflation will go up heavily. Okay. Okay. So that is called as MSS to stabilize the overall financial system. Central bank accountability. Accountability means what? Responsibility. What is the responsibility of RBI? Two responsibilities, very important. One is controlling the inflation, second is forex reserves. These are the two important accountabilities or responsibilities of central bank. Accountability with respect to functions and objectives to give rise to host of objectives gives rise to host of issues that are specific to central banking. Accountability of monetary policy is usually further developed than accountability in respect of central banks, financial functions, and objectives. Okay. So, with respect to monetary policy, got it? Main job is monetary policy because inflation control is the main job. And second job is importantly forex reserves. They have to maintain the forex reserves. Okay. The accountability with respect to this private harm. Central banks use resources in many ways similar to private and other public institutions. This all thing not required. See this. Now, important part over here. Whenever you want accountability with central bank, you need to give independence to it. Otherwise, what happens? Like in China, there is no independence. So, if it does not have any independence, it can't be held accountable. Okay. So, reinforce connections. Independence requires transparency and provides the basis of sound monetary policy. Any central bank, if it is to be held accountable for anything, it needs to have independence. There should be a transparency. Okay, independence will require transparency, and accountability will require policy, isn't it? Accountability has three characteristics: scrutiny by others, regular accounting for one's actions, risk of negative repercussions if performance is considered unsatisfactory. So, these are the three important characteristics of accountability: scrutiny by others, okay, scrutiny by others, then regular accounting from one's actions. Scrutiny by others means others will judge you. The whole world will judge you, right? Regular accounting of one's action, giving the reports of whatever you're doing. RBI always submits a report. The risk of negative repercussions. Suppose if you fail, then what happens? So accountability consists of these three parts. Okay, scrutiny by others, regular accounting, and risk of negative repercussions. See, what are the four P's of accountability? People, purpose, performance, and progression. People, purpose, performance, and progression. These are the four P's of accounting. Got it? Clear, everyone? Accountability with respect to monetary policy. One main objective of monetary policy is price stability. If prices are not stable, then the RBI is not at all working well. RBI accountability with respect to financial functions and objectives, bank supervision. Financial functions means how are other banks performing? This is the main job of RBI. See, one important job of RBI is this: monetary policy, price stability. Then financial institutions. There should be a proper audit always, isn't it? RBI audit is there in your banks. How many of you have faced RBI audit? Have you faced it? RBI audit. Need for accountability. Accountability also needed to ensure good governance and prevention of institutional decay over the long time. See this. Good governance. If you have proper accountability, in the sense you have proper audit, you are working properly, all these three factors are done. Scrutiny by others, regular accounting, risk of need, all these three are covered properly, then your organization will run for a longer period. Poor governance and corruption not only harm the economy but short term disruptions, they also give the disruptions. It is crucial to acknowledge that central bank autonomy and accountability facilitate price and financial sector stability. Stability is very important, isn't it? Which is conducive for strong economic growth. Why are we growing so high? Our country is growing at the highest rate in the world today. Highest rate. Why? Because we have a stable economy. We have a huge amount of forex reserves. We are dealing in rupee now. Because of this, what happens? We are very strong. Okay, all the world is looking at you now. What is the transparency of central banks? Transparency means what? It's an instrument to facilitate accountability, allowing the public to better understand how these actions serve the best interest. Isn't it? Means central bank transparency means what? If the central bank is able to control the rates, the prices, then only it's called as is transparent to the common public also. Otherwise, what happens? Common public doesn't know what is RBI doing, right? Why is transparency important for central bank? Transparency for consumers includes proper disclosure of bank fees and interest rate charges by credit card companies. Basically, proper disclosure of bank fees. So this is the main job of RBI. Focus on no bank charges more from the common public. Transparency helps reducing uncertainty and wild stock price fluctuations. Means this is also important part. Huge fluctuations in the dollar price, stock price, right? So here currency fluctuations, wild currency price, currency, right? So this is the main job, right? Principles of transparency. Concise, I have just marked the important words. Remaining thing, leave it. Concise, easily accessible, easy to understand. This is the basic logic of transparency. Concise means easy to understand. It should be small. If I give you the report in long manner, means 500 pages. Suppose it's the PDF which I have given you. If I give you the PDF of 1000 pages, then you'll say, why should we read it? It's better we'll read the textbook. So it should be concise, easily accessible, easily available, okay, and easy to understand. Okay. So what are the 5 key areas of transparency? This is also an important question in exam. Means how do central banks ensure transparency? The 5 key pillars are governance policies, operations, outcomes, and official relations. These are the 5 key areas: governance, policies, operations, outcomes, and official relations. Okay, got it? Clear, everyone? Next, Right to Information Act enables every citizen. Now, this RTI Act is very important in case of RBI also. It gives you the right for every citizen to have a transparency in the RBI. Okay, they must know what is RBI doing. They can ask questions on to RBI at any time. Okay, so transparency framework in central banks, economic data models, forecast in procedural strategies, policy decision explanations, and operational controls. Now, this is the logical part. You can understand this. Economic leads to procedures, leads to policies, leads to operations. Okay, this is the basically the transparency framework. Now, FEMA came into existence in 1999. It replaced FERA. FERA was replaced. Okay, FEMA was replaced by FERA. FERA was there earlier, Exchange Regulation Act. So now, then it was brought to FEMA, Foreign Exchange Management Act. It was enacted on 29 December 1999. This act was in complete consonance, means complete agreement. Okay, consonance means agreement. Complete agreement, as write it. So it an agreement with the frameworks of WTO. It also paved the way for Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002. So PMLA was formed because of FEMA. Okay, what is FEMA? It is a set of regulations that empowers RBI to pass regulations and enable the government of India to pass rules relating to foreign exchange in the tune of with the foreign trade policy. So, pass regulations and enables the government to pass rules. So, basically, it is controlling the foreign exchange. Gives the powers to RBI to control the foreign exchange in our country. What are the main features? It gives powers to the central banks to regulate the flow of payments to and from the person situated within outside the country. So to and from, how much money can I give it to the foreign player? How much money can I get from the foreign player? So there LRS comes into the picture, right? All financial transactions concerning foreign securities and exchanges cannot be worked out without the approval of FEMA. You need to have FEMA in all the transactions. You need to transfer it through AP only, authorized person. Authorized person means banks or the private institutions. Authorized ADRs are of three types: AD1, AD2, AD3. AD3 means authorized dealer 1, that is banks. Authorized dealer 2 means private institutions like Thomas Cook. And authorized dealer 3 means special powers are given to some of them. What is the structure of FEMA? See, the head office of FEMA, also known as ED, headed by the director, is located in New Delhi. So head office of FEMA is ED. Okay. 5 zonal offices in Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, and Jalandhar. Each 5 zones are further divided into 7 sub-zonal offices. So each one is having 7 sub-zonal offices. That much only. Remember this much only. Penalties under FEMA. The adjudicator, so the officer with the ED, can impose a penalty of 3 times the size of contravention. See, 3 times. Okay. In case it is not quantifiable, then the amount is 2 lakh penalties. Further, if you do the violation, then it is 5,000 per day. If you go on continuing, then it is 5,000 per day. Okay. Got it? चलो बाइलिंगुअल में देखता हूं मैं, 1 मिनट ठहरिए। आपको पढ़ना जो है वो मैं देता हूं, पहले आप एक बात ध्यान में रखिए सब लोग। अच्छा, आप लोगों को बाइलिंगुअल में किस किस को चाहिए हिंदी में? एक ने कहा, देखिए पढ़ना तो आपको इंग्लिश में ही पड़ेगा, मतलब हिंदी में मैं समझाऊंगा, पर है तो ये देखिए जो इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट है वो तो इंग्लिश में ही आएंगे, है कि नहीं? उसको अपन चेंज नहीं कर सकते। जो इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट है उसको तो इंग्लिश में ही रखना पड़ेगा। आया? अच्छा, देखिए कौन है, रवि जी है शायद। देखिए जिन जिन्होंने अभी ज्वाइन किया है, आप सभी लोगों ने पहले मुझे एक बात बताइए कि ऋषभ जी, आपने पीडीएफ डाउनलोड कर लिया है क्या? आपने पीडीएफ डाउनलोड कर लिया है क्या? 3 पीडीएफ दिए हैं मैंने, 3 पीडीएफ, याद रखिए 3 पीडीएफ दिए मैंने। तो आपने पीडीएफ डाउनलोड कर लिया है क्या ऋषभ जी, तिलोत्तमा और प्रिया? अब तीनों ने तीनों पीडीएफ डाउनलोड कर लिए हैं क्या? सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बात मुझे ये बताइए, अगर वो नहीं किया है तो पहले वो कर लीजिए। 3 पीडीएफ दिया है मैंने, तीनों के तीनों। कल से अपन लोग क्लास हिंदी में लेंगे फिर, ठीक है? हिंदी में ले सकते, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है। देखिए टर्म्स तो आपको इंग्लिश में ही पढ़ने पड़ेंगे, जो अपन हिंदी में भी लेंगे तो इंपॉर्टेंट टर्म जो है वो इंग्लिश में ही आएंगे सब। आपने पीडीएफ डाउनलोड कर लिया है कि नहीं, पहले ये बताइए। ये देखिए मैं फिर से बताता हूँ आपको पीडीएफ में क्या क्या है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पीडीएफ है ये। ये देखिए पहला है ये मास्टर पीडीएफ, जिसमें सारे डेफिनेशन दिए गए, मैंने दिए हुए सब इंपॉर्टेंट डेफिनेशन। ओके, अभी इसमें मुझे एक देखने दीजिए कि वो 15th पे कमीशन कौन सी थी। 1 मिनट, पे कमीशन कौन सी है इसमें वो देखने दीजिए, क्योंकि अभी जो लेटेस्ट आई है वो है कि नहीं। सिंह है इनके, सिंह 15th पे कमीशन है, इसके बाद 16th भी होगी, देखिए देखने दीजिए मुझे, क्योंकि क्या है ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। अभी अपने यहाँ पर जो चल रहा है वो 15th नहीं चल रही है, अपने अभी चल रही है 16th पे कमीशन। तो 15th के बजाय अपने को 16th भी होनी चाहिए, मैंने क्योंकि अपलोड तो कर ली थी, देखने दीजिए 1 मिनट। 16th पे फाइनेंस कमीशन, नॉट पे कमीशन, फाइनेंस कमीशन, होल्ड ऑन। हाँ है, देखिए वही मैं बोला ना, 16th फाइनेंस कमीशन अभी अपने यहाँ पर जो चल रही है वो 16th फाइनेंस कमीशन है। आपको कंपलसरी इस पर एक क्वेश्चन आने वाला है 16th फाइनेंस कमीशन पर, ठीक है। 2023 में बनी थी, अरविंद पंगारिया, पनगारिया, ये आपको नाम याद रखना है, रट्टा मारना है, ये नाम आपको याद रखना है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है ये नाम। अरविंद पनगारिया वॉज द चेयरमैन, ठीक है। तो अभी बाकी प्राइमरी रोल वगैरह वो सब ठीक है, 2026 तक ये वैलिड है। स्टेट फॉर अ पीरियड ऑफ स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम अप्रैल 26 टू, देखिए 26 से शुरू है, 26 से शुरू है, ठीक है। तो 16th पे कमीशन, अभी उसके बाकी मेंबर्स भी हैं, अरविंद पनगारिया है, फिर बाकी लोग भी हैं, पर कोई ज्यादा बाकी लोगों के बारे में पूछता नहीं है, सब लोग पूछते हैं मेन कौन था, चेयरपर्सन कौन है, ठीक है। इसके बाद में इस पर जो आपको आएगा रिपोर्ट सबमिशन, ये रिपोर्ट सबमिशन तो हो गया उनका, अब ये सब एक्शन में आ गई है ये की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टैक्स। अभी इसका मेन रोल क्या है, ये क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं। 16th पे कमीशन का की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी क्या है, ये याद रखना है अपने को। डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ टैक्स रेवेन्यू बिटवीन यूनियन एंड स्टेट्स, प्रिंसिपल गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट्स इन एड्स, measures to augment consolidated fund of a state of पंचायत। तो आपको ये तीनों याद रखना है। फोकस एरियाज क्या है, ये सब ठीक है, बाकी कोई नहीं पूछता इतना, ठीक है। एवोल्यूशन ऑफ बैंकिंग, ये ठीक है, ये सब आरबीआई। पर आपको 16 पे कमीशन के ऊपर क्वेश्चन पक्का आने वाला है। फिर और आपको आएगा क्वेश्चन, वो है क्रिप्टो करेंसी पर। क्रिप्टो पर भी मैंने टॉपिक दिया है इसमें, ठीक है। क्रिप्टो, YPTO, क्रिप्टो, हाँ। नोट ऑन क्रिप्टो करेंसीज एंड सीबीडीसी, पक्का क्वेश्चन आने वाला है। M3, M2, M1, इस पर एक क्वेश्चन पक्का आता है। M3 क्या है, M1 क्या है, ठीक है। अपन भी लेंगे, वो होता ही अपने यहाँ पर आपको ये पढ़ना जरूरी है सब लोगों को। बहुत छोटा है, देखिए, ठीक है। आपके पास 7 दिन है, तो हर एक दिन आपको 10-10 पेज भी पढ़ ली है। देखिए तीनों पीडीएफ आपको पढ़ने हैं, इसमें कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है आपको पढ़ू या ना पढ़ू, ये ऑप्शन ही नहीं है, आपको ये तीनों भी पढ़ना है, ठीक है, विदाउट फेल। अगर पास होना है तो तीनों भी पढ़ना ही है। ये देखिए, ये क्या है, क्वेश्चन बैंक है। क्वेश्चन बैंक भी पूरी दी गई है, पूरी A to Z क्वेश्चन बैंक कवर्ड है। 550 के ऊपर क्वेश्चन है इसमें, 550 के ऊपर, इमेजिन करो 550 के ऊपर क्वेश्चन है। इतने क्वेश्चंस के बाहर क्वेश्चन नहीं आते आपको, हर एक सब्जेक्ट पर लिए, हर एक टॉपिक पर लिए गए हैं, हर एक टॉपिक पर कवर्ड है इसमें, ठीक है। फिर ये फुल नोट्स है, फुल नोट्स, सारे नोट्स लिए गए, पूरे सब्जेक्ट के, पूरा सब्जेक्ट लिया गया है, हर एक चैप्टर का लिया गया है, ठीक है। आपको ये सब एक बार पढ़ना है। देखिए ये तो बस 60 पेज का ही है, ये जो फुल नोट्स है वो 60 पेज का है। ये क्वेश्चन बैंक है बड़ा, पर ये कैसा इंटरेस्टिंग है। ये आपको बस क्या पढ़ना है, क्वेश्चन और आंसर, जो इंपॉर्टेंट आंसर दिया है उतना ही पढ़ना है, ठीक है। और अभी देखिए कुछ इसके आंसर यहाँ आपको बोल रहे, आप बोलोगे कि नहीं है आंसर, यहाँ कहाँ है आंसर इसके, तो इसके आंसर नीचे दिए गए, नीचे जो है ना ऑप्शंस में दिए गए रहते। फिर अगर किसी का रेड मार्क नहीं हुआ है तो उसका आंसर नीचे आंसर ऑप्शंस में दिया गया रहता है, एंड में कहीं तो, ठीक है। पर आंसर सभी के है, देखने दीजिए 1 मिनट इसमें। हाँ ये देखिए, मार्क किया मैंने आंसर, ये देखिए, ये स्टार ये किया है, हैशटैग हैश मार्क किया है, सभी को आंसर जो जो करेक्ट है उसको हैश मार्क करके दिया है। यहाँ पर आपको आंसर्स पक्के मिलेंगे वहीं पर, ठीक है। तो ये बिना पढ़े आप एग्जाम को मत जाना, गलती से भी मत जाना, ठीक है। आपको हर एक चीज पढ़नी ही पड़ेगी। ये तीनों, ये क्वेश्चन बैंक, ये देखिए, अगर आपसे सब कुछ पढ़ना नहीं हुआ तो मैं कहूंगा एटलीस्ट क्वेश्चन बैंक तो पूरा पढ़ के जाइए, पूरा A to Z, रट्टा मार के जाइए, 2 बार क्वेश्चन बैंक तो पढ़ के ही जाइए। ऑलमोस्ट 550 600 के ऊपर है, 550 भी नहीं, ज्यादा है वो। रट्टा मार के जाइए क्वेश्चन बैंक, ठीक है। ओके, सब ओके अभी? डाउनलोड किया सबने? अब मैं क्लास एंड कर रहा हूँ, कल मिलेंगे अभी इवनिंग में, ठीक है। जो लोग YouTube पर देख रहे हैं वो भी ध्यान दीजिए, कल हम बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक लेने वाले हैं। कल हम जो टॉपिक लेंगे वो है लास्ट वाला एकदम, जो आपका एक ये टॉपिक है, कौन सा? हाँ, ये वाले, ये लास्ट के 4 चैप्टर जो है ना, मैनेजमेंट ऑफ फॉरेक्स रिजर्व्स, डेवलपमेंट रेगुलेशन ऑफ कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स, एनबीएफसीज और रोल ऑफ प्राइमरी डीलर्स, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स है। ये चारों टॉपिक्स हम कल लेने वाले हैं, हिंदी में लेंगे कल, ठीक है। ये देखिए, ये चारों टॉपिक्स है, मैनेजमेंट ऑफ फॉरेक्स रिजर्व्स, डेवलपमेंट रेगुलेशन एंड सुपरविजन ऑफ कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स, एनबीएफसीज, एनबीएफआई बोलते हैं, एनबीएफसी बोलते हैं, और प्राइमरी डीलर, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, ठीक है। विदाउट फेल कल का ये देखना है आपको, ठीक है। चलो, बाय एवरीवन, बाय फॉर टुडे। वो पीडीएफ सबने लिया है? क्वेश्चन बैंक तो पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा आपको, मैं रोज पूछूंगा आपको, ठीक है। चलो, बाय एवरीवन।